Okinawa Vapors. It's your boy Matt, and I'm here with
Jason
and
Joe P.
And today we are going to be talking about the Drag X.
Oh yeah.
X is for awesome. That doesn't work at all, but
hey man, it works. It works.
He's got his own way of spelling.
That's right, Georgia. Anyways, before we get into that, let's take a vape.
All right.
All right, and here we have the Drag X. We're gonna go ahead and break this down. So up top, you're gonna have a 4.5 mil PMP pod. That's gonna have a press fit coil inside of it. And it's gonna be held in place by the magnets, and you're gonna fill it from the bottom right here. So the actual device itself is made out of a zinc alloy chassis. You're gonna have your intuitive firing display, intuitive firing button right there. Your OLED display screen, which is going to show your watts, ohms, time, puffs. Then you're going to have your wattage adjustment down here. Right here, you're going to have your micro LED display screen. It is a single 18650 battery mod with a latch system for the battery. It hooks in there pretty good. And then you're going to have the Genie for the actual chip inside of it. So going up into the box, you're going to get your actual mod and your pod system. Well, the pod. You're going to have 2 coils, and then you're going to have your actual charging port. And then last but not least, you're going to have your user manual, one of the most important things you can ever have. But that's the Drag X. Let's go back up top and I'll tell you what I think about it. And we're back! Woo! Alright, and we are going to talk about the Drag X, the Drag Extreme.
All right, that works.
That one works.
Yeah, a lot better. Extreme. There you go.
Alright, so some really good things that I did like about this is it is an AIO system all in one, but it does have really good air control, like airflow control. Whereas a lot of them are very small airflow, you don't get a lot of it. Whereas this one you can have basically a tank, an actual tank's airflow.
Mm. But you can't have an actual tank.
Yeah, sadly you can't.
That's the only one con I have about this thing.
Yeah, it's a magnetic system like I showed down in the video before. You can't just throw whatever tank you want in there. Who knows, maybe one day they'll come out with something that you can put in there and then an actual tank screws in and you might be able to.
Yeah, that kind of defeats the purpose, but I mean,
yeah.
I'm just
an
saying
RBA adapter with like a tank would be
an RBA adapter might be good so you can build your own coils. But I don't know, just for me personally, like I like the option of RBA so I can build my own coil so I'm not spending $3-4 a pop on a coil, right? I mean, but hey, to each his own.
Yeah, there is a wide variety of coils. I say wide, like 4 different types of coils. Majority of them are ranged 60 to 80 watts, which is as high as this device can go. So if you're going to be running those coils, don't expect to have battery life all day for using it.
Right, but you can change the battery, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's my favorite thing about it.
Yeah.
The interchangeable battery.
And I think that like that's a prerequisite for me for an AIO system is I have to be able to pull that battery out and throw a new one in it.
Right.
Right. That's why I like the Drag X. I like the Manto AIO. They just that tickles my fancy, if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just because you never know if you're out all day, your battery dies. Then you gotta find a USB or a place to plug it in for USB charge. Then
right. Or if the battery craps the bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then the whole thing is bunk. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Just ain't it.
Change out the battery, which is nice. There are the coils that are like 26 to 32 watts, which will get you better battery life, definitely. So you can run more. It is not a salt nick device, though.
Correct.
It is, or it's considered a real device in terms. You'd mainly be running freebase in it.
Otherwise, I mean, I guess you could because you know, I mean, nobody really gives a crap.
Yeah, so. I mean, your coil life won't be as long.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and if you went with what are they, the VM1s that are the low wattage coils?
You might be able to get away with it for a little bit.
Yeah, the might be alright now.
Especially if you don't go full tilt.
Plus, it uses the same coils as the VOOPOO Vinci. So if you have the lower wattage VOOPOO Vinci coils,
yeah, you can put those in there.
That's right. And then you just have to make sure you jack the wattage down because those things are not made for the high wattage. But what really surprised me about this is those magnets on that little plastic tank. They're pretty solid.
Yeah.
Like you can really move. I mean, it doesn't just fall out. You know what I mean? So that's surprising.
So I'll tell you what I was surprised about more with it than anything is the coil is a push the fit coil. You just push it in. It doesn't screw in or anything like that. Yeah. And I didn't have any leakage. So like I wanted to test and see how well the seals would be. And I let it sit for about 3 days. Didn't touch it, didn't use the juice at all. And usually at that point is when it would start leaking out really bad. I'm sure anybody here can attest to that.
Especially
yeah, the cotton starts
weather
to
out here.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I didn't have anything. Nothing. Not even out of the fill hole in the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
So that was pleasantly surprising for me. I was very happy with that. And then another thing I was really happy with is the latch for the battery. A lot of bottom tray batteries have a tendency to open on you.
Right, they start wearing down with the little nibs that hold it on, right?
Little dainty nubs on
right, the rouleaus were notorious for that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like they would just wear down.
But this one's pretty beefy. You know, it held in really well. You can actually feel it click when you close it. So that was really nice. The battery tray door doesn't pry open a little bit like some of the Wismix and all that do.
Yeah, the construction on this thing seems to be right on. You know what I mean? Like that, like especially that brown one. Where's it at? Let me grab that. Like this one right here with that reddish brown leather on it. That floats my boat right there. That butters my bread. That's bad A.
So, the only thing that really kind of irked me about this device is whenever you change out the battery, I don't know why, or if I just didn't know how to do the setting correctly, but whenever you change out the battery, it always asks you to reset the time of day, because the device does keep track of that. So whenever I would throw a new battery in, it would reset to 0. But I mean, that's a small con to an awesome device.
Right, but a lot of people who get something like this with a single battery, they're just going to charge in device anyway.
Yeah.
Right, which is USB-C. Right, so it doesn't take that, or it takes less time to charge. Right, and then I guess you know what I mean, that wouldn't be an issue if you are charging in the device. But yeah, I mean, solid, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? A thumbs up? I mean, I'd get one.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right.
That should about cover everything.
It does. Covers it all.
Y'all have anything to say?
Nope.
All right. Well, y'all don't have to take our words for it. Y'all can come down here, check it out yourselves.
That's right.
Till next time, vapors.
Till next time.